Welcome back, guys. Let's dive further into the work with image channels and manipulating groups of pixels. So here I will start with importing the numpy as np and also import the cv2 here, and then I will load our one bee-fly butterfly image again, that is something like cv2.mread function using it. We have the bee-fly.jpg image here, and we'll load it with the original colors like whatever they have. So next, let's see how about converting the numbers of channels from 3 down to 1, or in other words, converting this to a grayscale image. How we can do that? So for that, just a very simple way, like create a gray variable here and cv2.cvt, and C capital color is the method, and here color and cv2 dot color underscore RGB to gray, the gray. So here we can write this image back into the disk using the write command, and this is the cv2.imWrite, and here we just needs to pass the name gray.jpg. Why here I added the JPEG image? Because you won't save out such as grave like as and then pass it over to variable gray. When you run this script, instead of showing it user interface, it's going to means like create the file here over in it. Next look into we can add an additional channel to an image that is already. In that case, we customary indicate the fourth channel for transparency, or other words an alpha channel. For this, we want to grab individual colors from our color image. To do this, just we need to write here something like that: b is equal to color, and here colon and 0. So what does that mean? Comma colon 0 indicate that first channel followed by g equals color open bracket colon comma 1 to indicate the green channel, and then 0 for blue and 1 for green and 2 for the red. Just here 1, and here the G, and just here for 2, and here the for red. So you should note that in the previous module we actually used the cv2.split instead of this syntax. While this is a little bit more verbose using these slices, as we have split out the BG and R channel, is actually much more efficient and faster than using the cv2.split operator. And now next we need to combine them. For that we can do RGBA equals like something like that, or GBA equal to cv2.merge, if you remember this merge. So here just the second open bracket to indicate the channels we want to merge together. So here B, G and R, and here the G again means like want to pause, which act as our transparent layer. For this we can actually just reuse one of the existing channel. If for example you want to make the non-green part of the image transparent, we we could pass the G channel where has a high value or a high green pixel which show as a high alpha layer, meaning not the transparent, and anything that has low green value or the zero would appear as a fully transparent. Just means like next what we can do, just we can write that the RGB image by simply this way cv2 dot and write, and here we need to pass it the RGBA dot png, and then pass through the RGBA variable here. Note that I'm using the PNG because the JPEG images do not support image transparency. It would be compiled back down to the 3 channels image, whereas PNG will retain that transparency, then comma will pass through the RGBA variable, like here this. And now it's the entire script. So just means like running this script would destroy the windows, because we are not actually using the CV2 user interface. So at this point, just we need to run through this script here, like here. Here if you see, we have the 2 files, 05.py, this is our coding file, and bfly.jpg file. So let's run our code, python 3 05.py, and then see what happened. So it's saying like that the gray CV2 color RGB gray CV, sorry, here CV2, just we need to write it here, just cancel, it's asking for upgrade it here. So let's run it through again. So here, what is the module CV2 has no attribute color RGB, here the RGB2 gray. So here again so now its code is run successfully. Now it's not basically the CV2 method, so just needs to go through into the just here, if I see ls and then check here gray.jpg and rgba.png file here located in it. So both are located there. Then I'll type python 30 type under these files, and if you can either navigate to the interface to open this file and folder, or if you can use the OS X specifically type the open here, simple the open command and gray.jpg. So this will open the this gray.jpg image here to us, and also you can open the another one is the rgba.png file as well. So if you see here, it opened by this way. We can here the locations as they appear gray in the screen are essentially that one is the area, if you can, and say the transparent part of our image. It is important to note that we are using OS X native image viewer, because the Python OpenCV native image viewer does not actually support the transparency. So transparency alpha layer would actually appear to be the same as normal 3-channel RGB image when working with image channels in this fashion. Be sure you are aware of your matrix size so that you are combining and doing matrix operations in proper size manner. Thank you. I'll be back with next lecture.